Carlson, 14-5 in the face-off circle, up against 20-year-old Leo Carlson, coming off a 4-point night against the New York Rangers. Starting lineup brought to you by Molson. Strome unable to control that, and now Terry sends it wide. There's Vetrano bumping that to the side of the net, and it's still alive for Anaheim. So the Leafs an early. There's a face-off win by Matthews. It'll be swatted back in by Marner. Nice, trying to get around Helleson, put it in front. Marner shot it high. Couple of early looks for Mitch Marner in this game. Hitting 90 points last night. Nye scores! Matthew Nyes has the icebreaker tonight. 2:46 in.
Almost scored on another one, and it's Matthew Nyes. Kept the puck alive a couple of times. Now you've got Austin Matthews. Look at all the orange sweaters in front, but somehow Nyes gets inside and able to get that one. Great usage of his stick there to get underneath, and that one Dostal can't handle. And for Matthew Nyes, his first in 5, maybe more importantly, his second in 13.
Anaheim is challenging the play previous to the goal for a missed game stoppage for a high stick.
Well, the high stick.
Oh, here we go again.
Last night. Well, another angle of it, but
that to me, you know, he's turning his body around. It looked to me at shoulder height. It's not where the puck was then, it's where it is when he hits it.
I think Leaf fans would have had more concern about last night.
I agree.
But it's a different day.
Didn't take too long.
Greg Cronin 5 for 6 this year in his challenges.
After the coach's challenge by Anaheim for the missed game stoppage, it was contact by a high stick. Therefore,
oh, here we go.
That puck turned over just inside the line, and Woll will absorb that shot from Oliver Shillington. Riley on the move, and now inside the line, it's Domi. Handing it off to Carlo, shooting at, fought off the rebound. Lawton unable to get a shot away. Kept in momentarily by Domi, and now sent out to center. Here's McTavish dropping it off. And a pass on the wing, and Zegras fired that right on. And on the crisscross, it'll be Ryan Strome bringing it in onto the left side for the veteran Alex Killorn from an angle. Loose in front as Matthews fanned on it across the goal mouth. McTavish looking to center it. Carlson unable to come up with it. Zegras fires. That's kicked away. And the rebound backhanded out by Nyes.
The key play there is the rebound was there, but it was Joseph Woll. Really good active stick. He got to it first, chipped it out to where he had some support, and unable to clear the zone.
Here comes Zegras back in. McTavish turns away from the checking. Feeds back to Lacombe. His shot kicked away as Vetrano sent it just wide. Terry on the far side. Vetrano again, and that's blockered away by Woll and out of play. Up with it, Nestorenko doesn't clear. Kept in by Tavares. And now Nylander, sharp angle, following up Tavares. Stopped by Dostal. Looking across for Killorn. The former Tampa Bay Lightning rival of the Leafs, Killorn. Back to the line, Radko Gudas. And now Gauthier put it in front. And there's Lawton behind the net, and Domi follows up. Got away from Zellweger, put it in front. Here's Yarncroke, and Dostal able to get a blocker on that. Hard to believe William Nylander has not had what would be considered officially a breakaway in the month of March. Here's Zegras in front, and that popped high. Knocked down with a high stick. Take the lead in the final minute.
Well, it almost looked like this one was going to come down and maybe go off the back of Woll, and look at Carlo.
Here is Vetrano up with it. He'll play it back, and that shot whipped wide as Lacombe stepped into it. And now the Leafs will counter. Here comes Yarncroke along with Domi and Lawton. Max Domi in with the boom. Scores! Beauty! Max Domi!
If that's high stick or not. What happens here, though, is watch the drive to the net, both by Yarncroke and Lawton. That opens up the lane, and absolutely, Domi undresses Radko Gudas here. Makes it look like he's going to shoot, slides it around, and then in one motion, that backhander. The key to that guy who in Montreal had 28 goals and 72 points. He could be a difference maker come playoff time. They're going to need that balanced scoring throughout the lineup, and I think he's going to be a really important part of their playoff success or failure.
And redirected that wide. Nyes bumps it back to Marner. There's Marner through, and that's final 10 seconds of the power play. McMahon cruising in with speed to the net. Dostal, a rebound. Heckman, Larson, and he can't finish after a good defensive play by Benoit. And now a steal, and Marner's got a break. Gudas trying to catch up. Marner scores! Breakaway goal for Mitch Marner.
Well, look at Marner's reaction to Benoit. He gives Benoit a little point there as he helps out his partner, and right back the other way. Marner with a good defensive stick gets body position right here. He makes sure that he protects it to the outside, and Dostal went for that fake. Watch the little fake of the shot here. As soon as that happens, he's down, and Marner knows exactly where he's going.
Around it comes here for Gauthier. Into the corner. Gauthier with a shot off the boards. Leo Carlson behind the net. Zellweger up top. Here's Carlson. And his shot scores! Leo Carlson has another, and the Ducks are on the board.
Rangers a goal and 3 assists, his first 4-point night. Just watch the traffic in front of Joseph Woll, though. Cutter Gauthier right in the perfect place he has to be. This will be a great view. There's no way that Joseph Woll even saw that one coming through. Tanev, who's such a great blocker, tries to react at the last second with his arm, can't get there. And good read. I was talking to Brian Hayward, who does the television here. He said this has been a lot more of a fun year than the last couple. It's, you know, they're not a playoff team, but they make things happen.
Ekman Larson off the post. Rings that up. Zellweger. I saw the coach beside me nodding approval on that same play. Here's Marner in. Shoots off the post. Marner off the post. Comes close to.
But here's the play in the neutral zone. Just does a wonderful job of pulling it in the middle. The passing lane really not there. As you could see, Mintkov did a good job of taking away any chance that Holmberg's going to get it. So the quick release right in that. You win this game, you ensure that you go into that Wednesday game against Florida with at least a 1-point lead on both Florida and Tampa. You lose this one and it all changes. This is a really important 20 minutes for the team.
At the line, Marner into the middle, Tavares. Nylander denies, cuts it into the backhand, in, off the post. Matthews had a gaping net.
But this one, you know, very well put. A good aggressive move there by Nyes, and then he makes the pass across to...
And Lacombe. Zegras back towards McTavish, and getting a stick on that was Yarncroke. And now McCabe and Yarncroke couldn't get it out. Zegras in, and Colangelo scores! Power play goal, game tied. Here's Zellweger. Up ahead, racing into the Leaf zone. Zellweger centers, deflected there, dangerous play as Nestorenko.
Right to the front, look at the right side of your screen. Woll able to make the first save and then stay down.
And now Carlson, back to Lacombe, and McTavish up high. Here's Jackson Lacombe off the post.
If you're the Leafs, you try to keep everything to the outside. This is a long pass across. Woll's there to take away the lane, but it's
fighting off a check from Nestorenko, playing it to Camp, back to Benoit. David Camp's on it, taken down, scores! Steven Lorentz with a deflection, and it's a fourth line goal.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better fourth line shift. And Larson and Benoit did a nice job of buying themselves some time. Now you get a shot that's from a tough angle. What a deflection there by Steven Lorentz. Gets behind Gudas again. Gudas tries to slap at it. He misses it in the end. Look at that reaction.
Maybe room for Zegras here. Zegras in, bouncing that to the net, thrown back into the corner, and the horn sounds. The Leafs have won it. And they're now 3 points up in the Atlantic.